Eureka John here at Permissionless 2023 in Austin, Texas.
My hometown. Just here walking around and talking to some really interesting people I met. And I met somebody that has a very, very similar mission and background that I do. And definitely wanted to get his perspective on here. All right. So what's up, man? Tell me your name.
It's good to see you, man. I'm John Reardon in real life. EthHeadGonzo online.
EthHeadGonzo?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. Before I even proceed further, I want to know where that name comes from.
It took two of the great loves of my life at the time when I was thinking of it. I'm a big Hunter S. Thompson fan. And so the whole Gonzo culture and the Gonzo journalism is pulled from that. And then EthHead is just, I'm big into ETH. That was my rabbit hole moment. It was first started investing in ETH and then, learned from there. And so kind of try to mesh the two pieces of things I care about a lot in life.
And you mentioned that was like in 2019 when you started, hitting the rabbit hole.
Yeah. I'd made a couple dollars doing, random marijuana company options, and said, you know what, this isn't fun anymore for me. I want to try something different. And I started to read about Ethereum, and then invested, hit the button, put the money away, and then started to learn after the fact about everything, and went down the rabbit hole, and actually started, the Bankless guys honestly were probably 85% of my education, just doing that every single day and listening, and just sooner or later you fall right in love with it, right?
Yeah. Did you watch it on YouTube or the Spotify podcast?
I was listening. I listened to it. Yeah. Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So it was like a financial thing for you at first, right? You were starting out with options and trying to make money, and
it started out as a financial thing, and then it turned into a cultural thing for me. Like during the pandemic, I think like a lot of people, you get off the merry-go-round of your real life jobs, and you start to say, wait, what am I passionate about? What do I really want to spend the next 40 years of my life doing?
Yeah.
And you gotta either continue walking and being a cow, or you can get out and try to and do something. So that's the spirit for me.
So you said an existential crisis at some point?
The cliched midlife, white picket fence in the suburbs, and
could be a Corvette,
That's why I always joke. I'm like, it's better this.
Yeah, I mean, the boomers, we have something cool and technological to latch on to now. They just had Corvettes.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's much less upfront. You can be sneaky cool about how you handle your crypto.
Exactly. Sneaky cool existential crisis, y'all. Take the note for that.
It's also the title of my autobiography.
Is it? Oh, no. Gonzo.eth. I mean, that could be the title of it. Yeah, anyway, so you told me that you got so farther down the rabbit hole that you quit everything and you started a company. So is that DarkStar?
Yeah, DarkStar Digital. I've not quit everything yet.
Okay.
So you're
in
very
process.
much both. Yeah. I'm in a bridge zone right now.
Yeah.
But focusing on, I kind of do things backward. I'm a procrastinator, and I need to pressure myself, to do something. So I started up this company, DarkStar Digital, really to force myself to take all the ideas that I've had bouncing around in my head in the past few years and start to finally actually do something with it. Because sooner or later, those ideas, you don't want to wait around too long and start seeing other people doing the things that you thought about and being like, I thought about it,
Yeah.
Cereal milk, that happened to me. I thought of cereal milk before. I'm like, you take the runoff of cereal, filter milk through it. You've already got the product there, and then bottle it, because that's half the kids care. And now you go to any store, you can find the cereal milk there.
You can find Cocoa Pebble milk?
Yes.
Oh, dude.
There are things
Count
like
Chocula, that now. Boo Berry.
That was my business 101 PowerPoint presentation in college.
You're like, guys, I was 21.
Yeah.
And that was my idea.
That's lesson learned. You got to execute.
Yeah. Oh, man. That is a very good lesson learned. You got to execute. So you're executing now. Are you trying to do like content creation? Not trying to, you're doing. I never say try, do. Yeah.
Do or do not. There is no
that's
try.
Right.
Yeah. So like I said, we're very early right now. The idea is to have a media component of it where we're doing some like comedy content.
Yeah.
I've got some good Gary Gensler roasting that I'm going to put together.
Yeah.
The first project we're working on is something called Soulbound Scene, which is something that I'm a deadhead and fishhead,
Rad.
And that whole scene is actually a lot like crypto in the connectivity and the way people interact. There's a lot of synergy there. And I'm putting together something. Those people are ravenous about all the shows they go to, and when paper tickets kind of have gone away, there's that feeling of having something tangible that connects you to the show and your history of everything isn't there anymore. So we're putting together these soulbound NFTs that partnering with bands. They can drop their audio that's different. Every show is different every night. So you get unique audio dropped into the NFT along with show-specific or tour-specific artwork. But a lot of these guys are working with artists that are doing show-specific artwork.
Right.
So you get the artwork in there, and then there's an engagement mechanism between the band and the fans. They can airdrop, here's the encore from last night. And it's sort of a proof of concept idea that, eventually you could scale out to sports teams and, have it be all over the place. But, it's the first of many ideas, and just really getting started. Looking for devs still, honestly. It's still
like
that
music on the blockchain, but from a fan's perspective, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and the vision is as you scale it up and you get more involvement, you have a concert festival where everybody's on chain doing this, and the whole soulbound scene is there, and you can even envision real time voting of a song to happen next, like fun shit that you can do with your band, if you're open to it and you're creative enough, and it gives the bands and these artists out there a ton of new ideas and ways to interact with their fans, and it's a win-win for the fans too, who are ravenous and looking for cool new things anyway. So
you hear that, Bankless DAO devs? Here's something that if you're passionate about music, that might be something you really want to work on. Because in Bankless DAO, there's a lot of people that come in and they're trying to figure out where they fit, and like looking for opportunities. So that sounds like a really good one, man.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thanks.
Yeah, and I love music, and the fact that like Deadheads kind of. The whole idea and the culture behind Deadheads reminds me of a DAO. It's decentralized, it's culture based. There's a mission there first before the tools and the protocols.
The layer zero of that whole that's the real synergy that I've seen between the two things. And I never felt when I found the Grateful Dead and Fish early on in my life, it was something like I was miserable at the time. I was young, teenage, angsty. And I was like, thank God there's something out there that's not boring, that this much fun and beautiful and amazing. And I hadn't felt that way about anything else ever until I found out about crypto and started finding out that, and I was like, fuck yes, there's something else.
And then if you can integrate the two. I mean,
that's the idea.
But you're bringing in those decentralized concepts. It's like I Speak Nerd. He's in the Bankless DAO. He was saying earlier today that he was having conversations last night. There's a lot of older guys. He's younger, but a lot of the older people coming into Web3, they have a lifetime of experience before Web3 and before the internet. Instead of the younger guys coming in who only know digital media. No, it is interesting to see, and hopefully we avoid the pitfalls of the past, but but you can take these concepts of decentralization already that you understand from something like Grateful Dead and apply it to Web3.
And it all just fits together so well with freedom and the concept that people should be, able to do what they want to do with their life, barring, physical harm to others, and then that whole ethos carries over completely. Eric Voorhees, man,
that
just
guy.
Run through a goddamn brick wall. That speech, best speech I've ever seen about crypto. People for next decade, when people ask me about crypto or what's the deal with crypto, why do you care? I'm just gonna click send on that speech, and that's it. To me, that guy just crystallized it all.
Well, everything he did with the shapeshift and just like.
Incredible.
Took a company and made it a DAO.
Just
incredible to
gangster.
Me. Man, it's been really good talking to you. What's a way people can reach you and reach out, and especially the devs too? So.
EthHeadGonzo is my Twitter handle. I'm still setting up the website. That's how early we are.
Okay,
You're early when you don't have the website set up. So we're fresh there. Got some business cards though. And I'm at EthHeadGonzo on Telegram too.
Rad, man. I'll add you.
Awesome, dude.
Okay,
Thanks
cool.
so much. Cheers.